Hey, how you doing today? I hope it's going well for you. Having a pretty good day here. Still got a lot of things to do today, but so don't we all. Um, yeah, I had a bit of a test last night with a pepper that surprised me, and I did record it. I can post it, I guess. The Pimenta Bella Purple, it was called, which is some kind of ghost pepper variant or cross. I'm not exactly sure, but not a huge pepper. And honestly, I completely underestimated it. I did not think it was going to burn as much as it did. And it was I guess typical for a ghost pepper. It was this long, sort of slow build in terms of the heat. And man, it just sat in my throat for a while. And yeah, I was not expecting it. So what I've got here, I had to cut this open because the pods are starting to they're not as fresh as they were, and that's just because it's taken me a long time to get through them. But this is a yellow scorpion. It's a monster. It's 14 grams, huge. See in there. I didn't take anything out. All the seeds and whatnot are in there. Kind of cool because I can smell it now. Oh, just smells hot. I don't know how else to say it. It smells good. I mean, it just smells hot. It has that, I guess, that Chinense smell. So again, this comes from Abercrombie Pepper Farm. That's where I've gotten all the peppers I've eaten so far this year. I'm down to the monsters now. There's just no getting around it. I think this is going to be hot and hurt. It's a scorpion. So here's a yellow scorpion. We'll see if I can get through this thing. I don't know. A little discouraged after that ghost pepper experience yesterday. That one burned. Sorry for the long chew there, but it's so important to chew these up. That's one thing I learned the hard way. The first full pepper I ever ate was a habanero. Is that true? Yeah, actually it is. I've been eating spicy foods and whatnot, and I munched it, and it was super hot. I swallowed it way too soon, and man alive, that ripped me up. So if you ever want to get into eating hot peppers, the one thing I'll say, try to have something in your stomach and then chew it as best you can. That was pretty good. Really fruity up front and kind of citrusy, but more, just a nice fruity flavor. There was some floral in there, but it was strong, but that perfumey sort of overpoweringness wasn't there. So it was pretty manageable. The heat is building. Tongue, especially the sides of my tongue. Wow, it's hot and it's climbing. Some burn in the throat, really high in the throat, sort of maybe below where the sinuses come in. So far, not too bad. I can feel it in my chest. So I think that's actually the esophagus where I'm feeling it. It's hot. The sides of my tongue are just getting absolutely demolished. But yeah, that wasn't bad tasting. Really big. 14 grams is all I want, that's for sure. At this stage in my pod eating experience. Eyes are watering a little bit. Starting to get the back of my throat a little more. In the back of the tongue. It's hot. Sides of the tongue aren't burning as much. Pepper burp. Oh. Yeah, it's hot. It's definitely hot. Why do I do this? I think for me, what I find interesting about eating these things is it's not doing any damage, right? You're kind of hallucinating this pain. The capsaicin molecules are binding with the pain receptors on your on your tongue and in your throat. Basically sending a message to the brain, I'm getting burned. But that's actually not the case. There's no damage happening to the flesh itself. So you're basically just hallucinating the experience, which doesn't make it any less vivid. By any means. I mean, I'm sitting here suffering right now. But the thing is, it makes it manageable, I guess. Or at least there's a possibility of managing it. The brain is freaking out, for sure. But if you can keep in the back of your mind, nothing's really going wrong here. It's just an unpleasant feeling experience. Then I think it's workable. And, in that respect, it's a challenge. So that's kind of why I do it. I'm a big meditator. I like to, kind of work with my mind, work with my emotions. And this is a way to really, challenge the mind, challenge the thinking mind, because it's looking for a way out of this. And emotionally, it's not necessarily fun, right? So there's a challenge in that respect as well. Especially if you think about panicking, which can happen. Okay, so I think the worst of the burn is over at this point. It's still super hot. Right where my sinuses come into my throat, or the nasal passage, I should say, and back of the tongue, still getting burned pretty good. A little bit on my cheeks now. Not terrible, but a little bit. A little bit. Oh, excuse me. Sorry to do that, but nose is running just a bit. Just a bit. Yeah, it's so funny to deal. The other thing is dealing with that salivation, right? The salivating is kind of like one of the more unnerving things for me, because it kind of starts, working your way into that, like gag reflex, wanting to vomit situation. But okay, this has been a long video. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day. You can see here it's just beautiful. A nice day. So, all right, take care, everyone.